Today we'll be having a look around the Wonderland house. The reason it got this name is because in the real life Far Harbour you can actually find a little trail right here. In fact, it's basically this little line and it's called the Wonderland Trail. So, aptly named. We've got a little tractor. It seems they were doing a wee bit of lawn servicing before the bombs fell. Or, alternatively, after the bombs fell, they tried to turn this into like a bit of a farm, using every available bit of land that they could to, you know, start growing some crops. Outside, we can find a few gnomes, damaged ones. But it gets a little eerie once you're inside. The blue paint, maybe they were trying to fix up the gnomes. But then you find that there's a lot of signs that there was settlers, there was kids, the ham radio, the sort of atmosphere leads me to believe that they were trying to establish this as a pretty good base of operations. Unfortunately, something happened. There's no one here. And by something, I mean more than likely the fog, but a keen eye would maybe point at the gnomes and say they maybe had something to do with the disappearance. You can see all the Halloween decorations. I love the fact that they keep that consistent. Not in every single house, because not every single house decorates for Halloween, but quite a few do. I would say in America there would be a larger quantity than maybe over here, for example. Not that we don't try. A lot of cars, maybe it was a large group of people banding together in the disaster that was, you know, the nuclear war. Bathtubs outside. I always wondered why there was loads of bathtubs outside, and now I realise it's to collect rainwater. I mean, it makes so much sense now why we see so many bathtubs. I did honestly wonder why there was so many, and then it hit me. I was like, oh, of course. They need them for rainwater. Now, as for the gnomes, because this was a very affluent island, I would say the gnome population was quite high because maybe just a lot of people had them decorating the gardens. That could be a high possibility. Now, let's take the camera for a little bit of a spin. And draining away the water. We have a crash boat out in the middle of nowhere. It seems to also have a steamer trunk and some boxes. We'll talk more on that later. Not to mention over here, I suppose it will go without saying that this ship right here, whilst it has no items, majority of it is under the map, there is a soldier over here. What's strange is he's pretty far away from anything. Maybe it was a little patrol boat. Never made it back. You can go further out. Little rowboat with a duffel bag and a chem cooler. And of course flying our way back towards Wavecrest Orphanage. Find a lot of dolphins all dead up on the beach. Or shark fins as we call them around here. You can follow that up to a little inlet. I want to talk more about that later. Crash bus. I don't believe the crash bus has anything on it though. Let's see. Nope, nothing in it. And of course it goes all the way down to the likes of Seawall Bank. There's a few more houses we'll talk about in the next episode and a truck in the distance. As for the roof of Wonderland House, anything hiding about? You can never be too sure. No, that's everything to do with this area. As for where it is, it sits between Wavecrest Orphanage, Brookshead Lighthouse and south of Northwood Ridge Quarry. Based, of course, in the fine area of Far Harbour at the southern portion of the map. Thank you for watching.